Hi guys, welcome to my first Let's Play of Deus Ex Invisible War 2003. IDOS, Ion Storm. Just want people to appreciate the cool menu music for a moment. So, a few things I do have to mention to you at the start. You will see black lines on either side of the screen. My camera should be in those black lines. That's normal, that's expected, that's fine. The reason for this is purely because basically, oh, 1 second. Yep, so the reason for this is basically because it's a console port essentially from 2003. A lot of things in it are very fucked up, very weird, and they don't quite work as well as I'd want them to. But the menu music is pretty sweet. Okay, so I am using a few mods. Nothing quite as radical as Shifter, so nothing that changes the gameplay as such. All of the modding I've done is a high resolution texture pack with some model changes for the people, and you'll see what I mean in a moment. And I've opened up a hex editor, and I've basically edited a few of the files. I've basically made the frame of view a bit better, the UI a bit better, etc, etc, etc. What I will say, however, is that well, as you will see, it does act a little bit weird. I'm going to set the sensitivity to 40. There's vibration here. I'm not using a controller, I'm going to use a mouse and keyboard. It is a little bit weird with the mouse and keyboard. I'm going to turn off invert looking. Just make sure that all of the buttons that I've got on here are what I set them as the other day. So for example, jump should be space, crouch should be shift. Yeah, that's all fine and dandy. That's fine. So look spring, no. Okay, cool. I'm going to record a video, and then if when I play it back, and if it's not quite like if you can't hear me quite very well, then obviously I'll adjust these at a later date. I am going to turn on the subtitles, however. For the game, I'm going to change the interface colour to green because I like green. So far, whilst the menu does look very, very strange, it does look, you know, quite similar to the original Deus Ex so far. One thing to note is, like, I'm trying to click on the difficulty bar here, it won't let me change it. The UI for the options is very, like, and you'll see throughout the rest of the game, and as I'll play, you'll understand what the fuck's going on. It's very, very weird. I'm going to set the opacity. I'm going to keep it at 40. If I want to change it, I'll change it. Show help text. We'll have that on for the moment. Enable auto aim, no, and not a minimal interface. I don't like auto aim, especially on first person shooters, because it makes it worse and harder, to be honest. Ignore the resolution settings and the multi-sampling and all that kind of stuff. That's all been changed manually. So we're just going to leave all of this by itself. Go back to the options, video, and we're just going to go, I think that was more, here we go, another page, yeah, all that's all fine. Controls, yeah, that's all set, and, okay, cool. Right. Unfortunately, the menu music doesn't loop, which sucks. So, new game, and I'm going to let you watch the intro video.
The infusion lab?
Evacuated.
Trainees?
Gave the order myself.
What did you tell them?
I told them to run.
That's all they need to hear until we reach Seattle.
Agreed.
Anything new on the terrorist?
He's in the city. No ID yet. Unclear whether we're the target.
An academic distinction if he really has a nanite detonator.
Scanning. Survey region clear.
The security bots have acquired the target. We're too late!
Helipad, let's go. Move! Did they destroy the whole city to get at us?
Our enemies aren't that desperate.
Perhaps we made a new enemy.
What if they already know about the Seattle facility?
We have other options.
We aren't equipped to fight a war.
We're going to change the terms of engagement. It's our war, not theirs. We don't need cities or armies. We have the cells of human bodies. An invisible weapon for an invisible war.
Dun dun dun. It's I like that. It's a cool intro video. Okay, so you got a choice of, and I've already set the difficulty in the face color, but I get to choose: am I a man or am I a woman? Now these portrait pictures will not be the same as what I look like in game, and the reason for this is purely because well, you'll see when we go into a conversation and you see my face at a new. You'll see. Now, this is the only game you play a male in the other two Deus Ex, in the other three Deus Ex games. So I'm going to play a female. I think the voice acting for the lady character is better, so that's primarily why I'm picking the female character. Is that I feel the voice acting is a little bit better. It's similar to the female character in Mass Effect. If you make a female character. I believe it's Jennifer Hale, I believe her name is. I feel like her voice acting is fantastic. The guys, I can't remember what the guy's name is, but his voice acting is fine. But I just feel like, especially for the renegade options and such, that the woman's voice acting is fantastic. But it gives me the option, and I might as well pick a woman. It doesn't really make, I'll be honest, it doesn't make any difference as far as I remember throughout the entire game, other than your voice and what you look like, so it doesn't really matter. So, start game, yes. So, one thing I will mention to you right now is that every time I get a loading screen, I think that's worked, yep. Every time I get a loading screen, it will go black briefly. You'll still see my face, but it will go black briefly, because every time I get a loading screen, the game, I have to like alt-tab back into the game, and it is incredibly like disruptive and annoying and all this kind of stuff. The loading screens are going to be slightly longer than people are used to because of the HD texture pack and just the fact that there's fucking loads of them. So we're in the game, and we've just woken up, I believe. Yes, we've just woken up. Right mouse to pick up. Oh, what's happened? Oh, I wasn't alt-tabbed into it properly. There we go. Right mouse to pick up. Right, one thing I will mention straight away, it will look a bit strange, because you will see my hand all the time after I've had a conversation with someone. There's nothing I can do to change that. I have no idea why it does that, but apparently I have to deal with it. So there you go. Left mouse to throw. Yeah, you see these hands? You'll see them like this after conversations, and when I'm holding things, it's a frame of view issue. but it really was not designed for computer monitors with my size. Like, I've got fairly big monitors, it was not designed for monitors of that size. I thought this map might help you acclimate more quickly to the new facility. So we're Alex D, but obviously if you watch my Deus Ex show, like playthrough, you will know that that is, spoiler alert by the way, Alex Denton. But you find this out later on in the game, and to be honest, I made it obvious. And this is a let's play. If you're watching this, you've probably played the game yourself, so you know. So, now this is one of the main differences between the first Deus Ex and this one, and somewhat the last one as well. But with this one, it holds your hand quite a bit, especially at the start. Every 2 seconds, it's like how to use the data, how to use this, how to use that, and it gets very, very annoying. A little bit annoying, I guess. But after you've passed this area, like once you're out into the proper world, it doesn't do this again. Other things to note: this game is dumbed down. That is. We go into our data vault. Images. It is dumbed down. That's like 100% correct. It is dumbed down, and there's not a lot you can do about that. So Q to go into the inventory screen, which is what I've set it as, because of the keyboard I've got like a special gamepad section where the Q is right next to my WASD. Cool. It's just like so much to read and how to do stuff, but I think. So I'm just gonna go. Pigeon. Now, excuse me. I haven't got it. I don't think I've got it anymore. I might try and find it and see if I've got it on the official Xbox magazine, the old one. They did like a preview of this before it came out, and they were like, "Oh my god, like the pigeon, it's so lifelike, etc., etc., etc." And to be honest, especially on the original Xbox, it does actually look pretty cool. For 2003, it does look pretty nice. And to be honest, a lot of the criticisms that was leveled against this game are not deserved. It is not awful. It is not terrible. It is not a really, really bad game. It is a great, fantastic game. The story is great, the characters are great, the storytelling and the way the narrative is, and Illuminati confirmed, it's all there, but, well, the conspiracy, it captures that essence of the conspiracy, but, and this is a big but, in terms of gameplay, a lot of it's dumbed down, and that's where it kind of, like, things like universal ammo, which I'll explain when I pick some ammo up, and other aspects of the game, and a lot of it's made easier. I mean, I am playing on the easiest difficulty, because this is a let's play, and I want to show you the game rather than watching me struggle and struggle. I probably won't quick save, quick load spam as much as I did in the original Deus Ex. I believe it's F10 to quick save and F12 to quick load. So I'm just testing this out to see what it will be like for the rest of it. Yeah, it is. I won't quick save, quick load spam as much as I have been, and this is the reason. Because the loading screens are fucking long, and even though it was a console game for the original Xbox that got ported, it was not like a game that was jointly developed for both, I believe. I think it was either ported or it was jointly developed, but they didn't really enhance the PC version any more than the console version. So yeah, not going to quick save, quick load as much as normal. I will save it though and actually make a save file. New save. So if I then load game, got a choice between current save, tasks, apartments, and then yeah, cool, that's fine. So yeah, so like I said, criticisms, there are some that are duly, like, you know, are definitely, you know, worth criticising the game about. Universal ammo is probably my biggest grievance, and you'll also see when we get into some action later on in this episode. You'll also see, you know, you can watch it and you can see for yourself. But we're going to actually start the game properly. That's my light. So we're going to start the game properly, and I'll show you exactly what's going on.
Welcome, Alex. I see that you're awake.
Just trying to sleep off the chopper ride. What happened? The guards practically dragged me to the roof.
Let me introduce myself. Layla Nassif, director of the Tarsus Academy here in Seattle.
I've been moved to Seattle? What about Billy? Is she here too?
Alex, I'm afraid something happened in Chicago. A terrorist attack. We evacuated you and Billy just in time.
No one told me anything about an attack. How bad is it? I have friends in Chicago.
You don't want all the details in one dose, trust me. Why don't you come downstairs to meet the other trainees? Refer to the map you found at the facility. Billy Adams you know from Chicago. Check in with her in apartment 454 on your way down.
What was that noise?
Nothing to be concerned about. You have your assignment, Alex.
It's clearly an explosion. God damn it, woman. So food is all stored together. It's the flavour of the post-collapse hipsters. The only candy that bites back. Hipsters. Now I haven't modded anything in the game. There's just a texture pack that have added things, and they've made the UI a little bit crisper and stuff. So they used the word hipsters back in 2003. That's quite hipster, you know. So just a quick note then about the UI, so that you guys are updated. Inventory tool belt. So along here will be things like health kits and repair, like any, you know, miscellaneous stuff. Here will be where I'll probably store my weapons, and I believe I can right click. Ah yeah, right. So right click. Okay, yeah. That's gonna be odd to get used to, but okay. So I can move things around and swap things around and all that business. On the UI itself, that red bar indicates the health of a particular box. So you know, that'll show how much damage, and that's the same for turrets and people, so I can see how much health they've got. If this was locked, and multi-tools are used for locking and hacking in this game rather than two separate ones like the original Deus Ex, but they were improved multi-tools, I guess. The amount of multi-tools required is shown on the indicator as a padlock, so up to 3, I believe, and on this one it would be the same. So I can have 1, 2, or 3. But explosions. Let's have a look. Again, I can turn on sinks. While there isn't really a toilet animation for the water, it does make a nice noise when you open it. Another explosion. Can I turn on the shower? I can. Cool. Let's quick save it. So yeah, the physics engine is still fantastic. I mean, look, like individual things like chairs and that are movable. I can walk into them and throw them and stuff, and this is fantastic compared to a lot of games, to be honest. Like a lot of games, a lot of this stuff is just completely static, and this is one of the things you can't really criticise Deus Ex Invisible War for. Like, it's got a decent physics engine. I mean, I don't know if I can throw this hard enough to break it. Not quite. Anything that doesn't have a red bar is indestructible. So, for instance, this coffee maker. Right, I'm just turning it on. I asked them, why are we locked in? They bring us here in the middle of the night, then treat us like prisoners with no explanation. Come see me as soon as we can. I'm in 454, Billy. So I better go see Billy. Cool. So so this chair, for example, doesn't have a red bar, so it's indestructible. So red mouse to drop it, I think. Oh, yeah, right mouse to drop it, not red mouse. Right mouse to drop it, and left mouse to throw it. Look how far I can throw things. Don't need strength enhancement. Wow. Close the fridge. Might as well grab the food. Food, as I'm sure you can imagine, like the original Deus Ex, it's all about health. Yeah, breaking things. So it's pretty cool. There is interactivity. It's good fun.
Operating as a closed campus. Please remain in the main complex.
I had such... Explosion's getting bigger. And this poor security guard got wrecked by this grate exploding on him. But it is a bit like...
Attention trainees. Self-study will last only until the top of the hour.
Okay, so, ammo clips. So, basically, that bar on the left is my ammo. The purple bluey bar is the amount of ammo left in that particular clip. And the little round or bullet icons are how many clips I have. The way ammo works in this game is that every gun uses, any gun that uses ammo anyway, uses the same type of ammo. It's all from the universal ammo pool. However, they use different amounts depending on the type of shot fired and what gun it is. So, for example, there is a rocket. I believe there's a rocket launcher in the game. The rocket launcher obviously uses a lot of ammo per shot, whereas, say, a pistol doesn't. So, see how it rose from the ash to the collapse by building onward and upward. Pillars were erected in the centre of the old city, representing the city's firm resolve to continue and raise itself up. Upper Seattle was constructed on a platform laid on these pillars, with Lower Seattle nestled safely beneath, and an inclinator connecting the two levels. So Seattle's
Until our
split into
security
upper and lower.
assessment changes, Tarsus will be operating as a closed campus. Please remain in the main complex.
You looking for me, huh? You looking for Leo Jankowski? I'm probably in the rec area working out or already on a plane for Horde RCP Special Security Division. And I bet you wish it was you, huh, plebe?
Plebe.
Attention trainees. Self-study will last only until the top of the hour.
Don't have the right code. So in this, compared to the original Deus Ex, you don't type in codes manually. If I had the key code for Leo Jankowski's apartment, if I had the key code for his apartment, I would right click on this and it would open automatically. Also, you know that padlock I mentioned earlier?
Until our
So that's got
security
one.
assessment changes, Tarsus will be operating as a closed campus. Please remain in the main complex.
So what have we got over here? That's another way to go. So let's talk to Health's full.
Oh God, he's really dead, isn't he?
Yeah, who's there?
It's me, Alex.
Finally, it's about time you woke up. Come on in, we've got to talk about what's been going on around here.
So it's
He didn't
Billy's.
even have a chance. He was just standing there.
What happened?
Mike and I, we've worked here for years. Usually nothing makes it past the turrets.
Do you know what's going on? Dr. Nassif acted like nothing's wrong.
I'm sure SSC will be sending help any minute now.
Until our security assessment changes,
Wait,
Tarsus
wait.
will be operating as a
I've
closed
got to snap
campus.
out of it.
Please
Yeah,
remain
see
in
the
main
conversation,
complex.
see how my arm is. It's a bit weird. But it's fine. Pick something up, throw it, and then back to normal.
Killed in the line of duty. At least it's noble, I guess.
I
And
take
Billy
it you heard
Adams.
the disturbance.
Any idea what's going on around here? This Dr. Nassif is telling me to ignore what sounded like an explosion, and I just saw a man killed in the hallway.
I tried to get answers out of Dr. Nassif, but all she'd give me is the elevator code. It's 28901 if you need it. I don't know what's going on, but it's clear we're not safe. We don't know anyone here, so we'd better watch each other's back.
Thanks. I guess I should meet our hostess here already. Not much else I can do, and maybe I can get some better answers in person. You coming?
No, not yet. I've got things to do.
Please remain in the main complex.
Let's raid it for food. Again, all food is stored. So in one go, which is nice, I guess. And it will just restore your health. Well, she got no
I'm
problem.
sure
I'll
you've
talk
already
to her
made a
again.
good first impression on Dr. Nassif.
Yeah, she wasn't exactly thrilled to catch me rifling through her office.
You've always been good at making friends.
There were an awful lot of strange files in Nassif's office. All this stuff about test subjects and observation. I can't imagine what that has to do with Tarsus. You should see if you have more luck poking around.
I'll let you know if I learn anything. Have you met anyone else here besides Nassif?
Yeah, I've met two of the other trainees. I wasn't impressed. Just like our first day at Chicago Tarsus years ago. There's never any decent competition.
That bad.
Trust me, you and I must be the best Tarsus has to offer right now. Nassif owes us an explanation for everything.
So what's in here then? So I don't have a key.
Attention.
Yeah. So when you focus on the door container, two indicators will appear. Indicators help determine the locked and how much damage the object takes before it's destroyed. Yeah.
Trainees.
Cool, so, yeah.
Self-study will last only until the top of the hour.
I believe also if if the padlock icon, I don't know if the padlock icon changes, but yeah. What is in there? That is an EMP grenade, I believe, so it's not really worth. I mean, like, I'm not really a big fan of using EMP stuff. Toss us flags.
Security assessment changes. Process will be operating.
See if there's anything in here.
Please remain in the main complex.
Like how the lights automatically come on for you. Won't use too much BE energy.
Tarsus is falling apart. We need to get out before it comes crashing down on us.
Yeah. Don't want to use up too much BE energy. So little hollow things. These are pretty cool.
Trainees.
This is the kind of technology that's really not far away for us, actually, to be honest. Like hollow projectors. It's gonna the televisions, the monitor and like television screen making industry is just gonna go down the pot soon when this technology comes out. I believe they'll probably be the companies that make a lot of the hollow stuff. There's so much advantage to it, and it looks awesome.
Closed campus. Please remain in the main complex.
So robots talk to you in this one, and they'll also do things like occasionally it'll say collision detected, moving out of the way if it tries to walk into me.
Greetings.
Greetings. So there's no skill point system in this, and I'll explain how you level up. Well, there's no skills to level up, there's only orgs to level up, so yeah.
Breaking news. The city of Chicago is under attack. We've only just received the first reports, so little is clear at this point. It is known that the city is suffering from some sort of disintegrative explosion. Nanotech is suspected. An excessively high mortality
Until our
rate is
security
expected.
assessment changes,
No known
process will be
organization
operating
has
as a
yet
closed
taken
campus.
responsibility
Please
for the
remain in
attack.
the main
When
complex.
you drink a cup of coffee, you drink Pequod's, because Pequod's is a pioneer of the new economy. Efficient, modern, clean. Pequod's is on the cutting edge of nutrition and biomedicine. Our coffee will whiten your teeth and protect against ulcers. Pequod's, coffee for your
Attention
kind of
trainees.
world.
Self-study will last only until the top of the hour.
Inspecting services.
So yeah, as you saw in basically a nanite detonator, nanite bots swarm and eat everything and then replicate and eat more things. Also Pequods. There are two coffee shops in the game, Pequods and Queequegs. I won't spoil anything, but they're rivals and you can get bonuses for, you know, helping each other against the other one. It's pretty cool. Who's this? This is...
Hi, this is Clara.
Clara.
Sorry I'm not in my quarters right now. I'm probably on the lower level for training. But thanks for stopping by.
Cool. So, let's talk to the SSC guard.
Attention trainees.
What's going on? I saw one of your troopers killed.
All part of SSC duties. I can't comment except to say the situation will be under control shortly.
What do you mean, no comment? I saw a man die.
Move along. I know you have your orders and I have mine. Now let me do my job.
I've got just as much training as you do, if not more. Why don't you let me help out?
Why don't you keep your mouth shut and just stay out of SSC's way?
What a dickhead.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
What an asshole. So yeah, we know the code, so you don't have to type it in. It is a nice ease of life thing in a way, because it is quite nice to like not have to worry about that. There we go. Does it automatically, that's cool, don't have to alt tab. The Omar are an underground society comprised of cyborgs. They originated in Russian science labs in the years following the collapse. Some of the like loading screen hints give a lot of the story away just really early on. It's really odd, to be honest. There's less fleshing out. There are stuff in data cubes and books and stuff, but there's less stuff to flesh out because a lot of it's done in loading screens. Compass at the top of your screen. Show the direction you're facing. Yeah, cool. That's nice to have a compass. To be fair, that's a better place than the UI is. I think the UI is slightly better. It is a bit more clunky and they could have done it better, but it's nice on my screen not having like a load of stuff all over the place, and it's actually a lot easier to read. However, stuff doesn't have words, so you have to get used to what all the icons look like. So I know, for example, these are binoculars, because, well, obviously they look like binoculars, but, and I also know that biomod on my F1 slot is the light. So what Lola
I know what you must be thinking. Don't worry, this won't be a repeat of Chicago.
The facility's under attack. By who?
No one, just an isolated incident. Listen, we want the trainees to stay in the rec area. You'll be safe down here.
Doctor, we have a code yellow.
Hello, Stan. Are you sure?
One of the guards turned up dead.
I'll be right there. You'd better introduce yourself to the others. Clara's just down the hall and Leo's running laps around the track.
What's going on? I have a right to know if I'm in danger.
You'll be safe in the rec area. Go, Alex. I don't have time to debrief every one of the trainees.
Talk to people, bitch.
Hello there, you must be Alex.
Clara Sparks.
I'm Clara Sparks.
Hi.
Clara.
What's going on? It looks like this facility is under attack.
Probably just more demolition. That's Upper Seattle, you know, always growing. We hear it all the time. Hey, you must be overwhelmed. I mean, Chicago, the whole city. Was your family from there?
My foster parents.
Your parents? Oh, that's terrible. I'm so sorry. If I can do anything to make you feel more at home, let me know.
Fuck your bin. You do have the kind of superhuman strength to move everything around. It's a little bit odd.
I'm not kidding about an attack. I saw a guard die in an explosion.
Really? I haven't heard any shooting. Are you sure it wasn't an accident?
No, but the man who interrupted Dr. Nassif mentioned a code yellow emergency. Does this sort of thing happen a lot?
Ask Dr. Nassif. I'm just a trainee. They moved me here a couple weeks ago.
After the attack on Chicago, aren't you a little nervous? Why so many transfers?
Actually, Leo and I requested to be sent here because this is where you finish training and get briefed on your first assignment. Isn't it exciting? I wonder what company I'll be working for.
So yeah, Tarsus Academy, basically you get bio-augmentated, hence why everyone here is like, you know, similar to Jason Denton. You get like nano-augmentations, and you get sent to work for companies
So
and stuff.
you've been here 2 weeks. Any advice?
Just do your best, and I'm sure you'll get a good rating. We have drills in the morning, exercise and self-study in the afternoons. Oh, and you'll be getting a suite of biomods. They give you the infusions during the first week.
Sounds as though you like it here.
Oh, sure. In the evening, we're usually free to move about the city. This building is at the edge of Upper Seattle. You'll be amazed at what a nice enclave the WTO has built.
Yeah?
Actually, I feel a little guilty when I think about all the people still living in post-collapse shanties. My family's from Lower Seattle.
Billy and I are from Old Chicago. We had sector passes to go to the Tarsus School in the new Chicago enclave. I guess all of that's gone now. Billy and I, we always planned to send money home once we got assigned.
Take care of yourself, Alex. You've been through a lot. It was good meeting you.
Munch bar. That is Leo Jankowski. But we'll wait here. Because I can't be asked to chase after him. Here he is.
Alex, I just talked to Dr. Nassif. Know anything about a code
Ah,
yellow
I think we skipped this
emergency?
first
A
line.
security guard has
Nothing
been murdered.
important.
Would I be running if there was an emergency? Me? You never heard the name Leo Jankowski in Chicago?
Sorry, right, Jankowski. It's great to finally meet you.
Right, Jankowski. It's great to finally meet you.
Well, don't be intimidated by my ranking. I make a point of treating every team member as an equal.
Thanks.
Tough break about Chicago. I think everyone will understand if you want to take it easy these first few days.
I appreciate that. Listen, I'm serious.
He looks a
You
bit
didn't
weird
hear the
with his eyes.
explosions? I saw a guard killed right in front of me on the apartment level.
Probably staged. The test for the new transfers. They rewrote the exercises because of my performance. If there was trouble, they'd notify me immediately.
The guard was dead, I'm sure of it.
Better look again. They did the same thing to me during summer recon. I got a perfect score because I kept my cool.
Sounds like you're in this for the adventure.
Why'd you sign up? Money?
My foster parents enrolled me at a Tarsus middle school. I never thought about it much.
An orphan? You were pretty pampered for an orphan. Why not be a banker or something?
I grew up in Old Chicago, not some cozy enclave. My parents made it clear I was gonna have to make it on my own. When I got picked for the Covert Ops program, I figured what the hell.
What the hell? What kind of assignment do you expect with that attitude?
A risky one, with a big salary.
Let me finish my rhyme.
Whoa.
Is that what you plan to tell folks?
This is no drill. The facility is under attack. Alex, please get the med kit and the multi-tools from your equipment locker next to the basketball court. Just a precaution, I'm transmitting the soft key ID to your data vault right now. More details when they become available.
I bet it is a drill.
There has been a severe security breach.
I hope it's nothing serious. Maybe it's just a drill.
This is not a drill. Do you not know what those words mean, woman? God. Another explosion.
Red alert. There has been a severe security breach.
If I get anything for scoring a hoop.
I wonder why we complain.
Dr. Nassif, please report to
Get your equipment. I'll watch your back.
Now I'm playing basketball. What a catch.
Red alert. There has been a severe security breach.
Ah, fuck it, I'll just fire it straight up. There's not much object collision in terms of like things. They have to throw a big thing at your head, like a big thing at your head to like hurt you. Like me knocking stuff around like this isn't gonna hurt me or other people lots.
You better move.
Red alert. There has been a severe security breach.
Okay, so it's clean house. Let's grab all the stuff. Toothpaste. Let's take some toothpaste with me. It's pretty good. I just like how much stuff there is to knock around. It's great. More stuff than there was in the original Deus Ex. Like there's objects to throw around all over the place. It's fantastic. Okay. In there is a bomb. Okay. And we get right now. This is one of the first puzzles of the game. It's fantastic. Okay, this one's always open. This is our locker. So we're not going to open our locker just yet. Some ammo, clips, and some food. We're going to make sure we've explored everywhere else in there if there's anything else. Again, no skill points for flushing the toilets, and like what I got with a shifterized version of Deus Ex. So these two are both open. Our locker only has, if I remember rightly, only has one multi-tool, and it also has a pistol in it as well. But it's only got one multi-tool. So, right. So what you do is you use the what's in there? Yeah. So you use the multi-tool to open up this one. You use the grenade and you blow the door off that one. So watch. There we go. Oh, why?
Belong to the order. Religious fanatics. Their exact
Okay,
objective is
so
unclear. All trainees will evacuate the facility immediately. Use the elevator in my office.
so we've got 100 credits. We've got a pack of cigarettes which I don't want. Spider bomb. Oh, it's a spider bomb. Oh, that's cool. What was in there? A med kit and ammo? Ah, it's not the end of the world. It's fine. Cool.
We've got trouble. I spotted a seeker coming our way. Look, there's no reason for me to drag a trainee into a firefight. Why don't you try to slip out before I start shooting?
Sounds like a good way to become a target.
Not if you're careful. Just stick to the shadows, crouch, and move slowly. You'll come through just fine.
Don't be ridiculous. We can handle one order seeker.
Don't be ridiculous. We can handle one order seeker.
Those are pretty big words for a rookie. Go ahead, you first. I'll bring up the rear.
Right, now I show you combat. Okay, yeah, blah blah blah. Stealth tutorial.
Evacuate immediately.
Could be trouble, I guess. Luck ran out. I can handle myself better than I thought. Thanks for the help. I guess they weren't kidding about your Tarsus recruits.
This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill.
There's one order seeker who couldn't hit me. He couldn't hit me across the road. Also, no need to reload. Unless it's like a single shot weapon like a unless it's a single shot weapon like a rocket launcher or whatever. Partially depleted ammo clip, and what else did she drop?
This is not a drill. I repeat, this is not a drill.
So as you can see, I can hold multiple pistols.
Facility. Evacuate immediately.
Lily, what are you doing? We all got the same orders. Get out of the facility to Nassif's office.
Forget that. How do you know they won't just cut us loose, given all this trouble at their facilities? Grab what you can now. Get your biomods installed. Tarsus owes us that much. I got mine, and they're worth the trouble.
How? The facility's being locked down and evacuated.
Go back to your apartment. You'll be able to get to the biomod lab through a breach the Order made in the residential area.
Wait, do you know what's going on?
The Order contacted me in Chicago and told me how to uncover Tarsus's treachery. We're not trainees. We're test subjects. Finding out I've been used like that, I don't feel so bad about disobeying orders.
But where does the Order fit into all of this? I thought they were a world church, not private investigators. I need to know more before I start making decisions.
The Order believes in natural balance, and they see Tarsus's operations as a violation of that. It's impossible to live a balanced life if your actions are secretly manipulated by a lab with its own agenda. Now you have a chance to see the real Tarsus. Explore the facility, starting with your apartment.
2 multi-tools. Again, they made it 2 multi-tools so you can't get out. So I'm gonna like change this around a little bit. I'm just gonna drop binoculars. I'm gonna have a pistol, weapon mods, but we've got no weapon mods. Loads of cool stuff to add in the weapon mods back. So we're gonna, what's that, med kit? Yep, don't need that, so don't need the extra one, so we're gonna drop that, because we only need one. The range of this baton is ridiculous. On the other side of the elevator I can hit the wall, it's great. Loading screen, loading screen, loading screen. They could have put the entirety of that in one, like, the entirety of this area in one loading screen. I mean, think how big, I mean, that's just a good example. Think how big, like, the original Deus Ex's first level was. Like, just think how big that was, that original first level. It was just amazingly massive. Like, compared to one loading screen. In fact, there were no loading screens other than like when you get into Unico.
To avoid confrontations in the hall, you could crawl through a vent shaft I found earlier. It connects Clara's and Leo's apartments. Enter the apartment on your immediate left to get to it.
I never thought I'd see people die.
Avoiding confrontation? Are you mad? Does this use ammo? I don't know.
Sounds like a plan to me.
Cover me when I charge him? I mean, I can hit.
Sure, I've got you back. You stay here, I'll take care of it.
I'll take it.
Right.
What was I thinking? Yeah, cool. Flash bomb. Flash bombs are cool. Right. So alt fire is contact detonation.
Hear us. You have been brainwashed.
So
I will find you.
fucked myself up with that. However,
don't take more than that.
Oh, it does use ammo.
Jeez, oh god, dude.
Correct. So it does take ammo. Okay, note to self. Stun thingamabob does take ammo. So I'm just gonna drop that.
Thanks a million. No telling what he was gonna do next.
We are now in this facility.
I believe this was Leo Jankowski's apartment, I think. And we can open this up for some ammo, some credits, and a combat knife. EMP grenade.
We are here to rescue you from an inhumane scientific experiment. Hear us. You have been brainwashed. Reject Tarsus and the tyrants who established it.
The Order woman is talking to us.
Order be praised. May her holiness watch over and guide you. This is the order. We are now in control of this facility.
Drop the knife. I'm gonna have the baton instead. It takes up the same space, I might as well just have a baton. Can't open that, but it's an EMP grenade, so I don't really want it anyway, if I'm honest. So
Our seekers are securing the building on foot. We have reprogrammed your security systems to neutralize threats to our cause.
wait, was this the one I just went into? Well, where's... That's 451, that's mine.
We are here to rescue you from an inhumane scientific experiment. Hear us. You have been brainwashed. Reject Tarsus and the tyrants who established it.
Oh, no, this is Billy's. This is Billy's, so...
Order be praised. May her holiness watch over and guide you.
453. Isn't there another one somewhere? Where's the agent cap? Wait, which was this? So, there's 1, 2.
This is the order. We are now in control of this facility.
Here's Billy's. Ah, okay, there's another one here. Ah, yes, of course, is it? Concussion, prox mine.
Our seekers are building on foot. We have reprogrammed your security systems to neutralize threats.
So proxy mine, the left mouse plant mine, or control mouse for a timed detonation. Concussion grenades are your normal grenades. Spider bot grenades are my favourite though. I'll just go on to it to show you what it does. Self-assembles into a spider bot allied to the user, will attack the nearest enemy, delivering EMP and electrical damage. Detonates after a brief duration and can be said to detonate on contact by using the alternative fire mode. That's the grenade itself, not the bomb, not the spider. It cannot be upgraded, but I don't think it uses much. Turn it off anyway.
You will each be interviewed individually in the near future to determine your interests and how they position you within the company. Please keep in mind how important security has become. We are looking for assurances that moving you into these new positions is the right thing at this time.
And in here, a multi-tool. Cool beans. Now, theoretically, you can save your multi-tool from earlier, and you can go into... Oh, there's another multi-tool there. I don't know if it's worth going into the... Don't know if I can go back down. I might be able to. Might be worth seeing what's down there.
Evading contact.
Oh, I can't get back down anyway. So yeah, you literally can't get into that room. It requires 2 multi-tools and you can only get 2 when you're up here. So let's go to our apartment now.
Order be praised. Your holiness watch over and guide you.
Unconscious Order Seeker.
Now watch the ceiling while I cut the power.
That's one of the subjects. Just a sound barrier, she can see us.
Oh dear.
What do you think she'll do?
Which one is it?
Our seekers are securing the building on foot. We have reprogrammed your security
Get a chance to read the file.
neutralize threats to our cause.
Maybe we should leave.
Not with the security grid malfunctioning. We're fine right here.
Let's hope she has a sense of humor.
To rescue you from an inhumane scientific experiment. Hear us.
Dear.
You have been brainwashed. Reject Tarsus and the tyrants who established it.
More food.
Order be praised. May her holiness watch over and guide you.
That pigeon's still there. Approaching a ladder to begin climbing, face ladder, look up. Again, this was all in the console version as well. How to climb a ladder. So you've got 2 ways. You can pick up that box and put it there, or hold space to hold jump to climb the wall. So there's climbing in this, which is fantastic, by the way. That there's climbing. It's really, really cool. Travel to Biomed Laboratory. So each one of these little sections turns into a loading screen. And, you know, there you go. The order is led by Her Holiness, with augurs like Lin Mei Chen, who's especially close to Her Holiness next in the hierarchy. So far, the order, religious fanatics, are our enemies. Billy Adams is kind of with us, we think? Question mark. But it's a little bit, everything's all very fresh and new. We don't really find out much. You'll find out more as you go along, don't worry.
This is the order. We are now in control of this facility.
Cool little hollow representation there. Multi-tool! Data cube. Passive biomods do not require activation and drain their bioelectrical energy. Active mods must be turned on and drain power while they're operating. Vision, regeneration, spy drone, etc. Drones only drain power when performing their primary function. Bot domination also drains energy in this way. So documented illegal biomods. bot domination, neural interface, spy drone, health leech drone, electrostatic discharge, and piezochem biomods. Cloak and hazard drone. Oh, and there's more, I think. These are the list of all of them. But we'll show you mods in a second now. Because
Our seekers are securing the building on foot.
You've already seen the lab, so I guess it won't hurt anything for you to install a few biomods. You'll be needing them. The canisters will transfer seed populations of nanites into subregions of your body. You will need to configure each subpopulation for a specific skill. For instance, the actin drivers in your legs can either increase your speed or quiet your footsteps, not both.
It's a little late for a seminar on my biomod architecture.
The Tarsus program may be unconventional, but trust me, we take care of our trainees.
The people attacking Tarsus, are they the ones responsible for Chicago? What's going on?
The Order is an intolerant cult. They hate multinational corporations and the private security forces that protect them.
Which means me.
Exactly. But I don't think they were involved with Chicago. They're a worldwide organization, not a band of terrorists.
Doesn't look that way to me.
Many organizations would like to see us fail. That's perhaps all I should say for now.
Why should I trust someone who spies on me in my own apartment?
We keep our operation secret for a reason, Alex. Don't expect a full debriefing while you're still in danger of being captured. Now install your biomods and get out of there.
so she opened it for us, but data cube. 5 slots. So yeah, it's all info about the biomods. So here we go, biomods, yeah, how you use them, yeah. So, let's go to the biomod page. Okay, so we can have, so this one can't be changed or upgraded, but we've got 3 biomod canisters and 1, 2, 3 for 5 slots. Now, here's how it works. In the original Deus Ex, as I'm sure you remembered, each augmentation canister had one of 2 augmentations in it, and it could have been all sorts, and there was various ones dotted around. Okay, and so you can only use the same one again to upgrade that one you already have. So, for example, if one had the environmental resistance in it, and you found another one with environmental resistance, you could use it to upgrade your environmental resistance, or upgrade it with augmentation upgrade canisters. Both of those have gone. What you now have are 2 types of biomod canister. You have normal ones and black market ones. Normal ones can be used to install and upgrade any normal augmentation. The same goes for black market ones, except they only work on black market augmentations. So, for example, I know exactly what kind of layout I'm going to have for my orgs. So, for legs, so we've got a choice of the 3 on these legs. We've got a choice of movement, move silent, speed enhancement, or a black market one, which we haven't got a black market canister yet. Breaks down corpses and uses them for reconstructive healing, 2 times healing from unconscious targets. But I want the move silent. It's passive, which is fantastic, and it also lowers fall damage, so I'm going to install one of those. Now, arm biomod, so got a choice between bot domination, strength enhancement, biotox attack drone. I love the bot domination one, so I'm going to save that slot. For the skeletal biomod, we've got a choice of melee attacks with AMP damage, no energy cost, and that's a black market one. We've got thermal masking, which provides an invisible to bots mechanical units, visible when firing a weapon, and aggressive defense drone, which detonates things in midair. Don't want any of those. I want the electrostatic discharge, so we're going to save that slot. This one, neural interface, hack security computers, no energy cost. That's fantastic. That was a skill, remember, in the original Deus Ex. So we're not going to have either of these, which are hazard drone and cloak. So we want that one, and this one has spy drone, which I don't really like to use, vision enhancement that enables night vision enhancing critical targets, or reconstructs organic tissues to heal users regen. So we're going to install regen, and we've got one more thing left, so we are gonna upgrade regen. Now, if you find another canister later, you can replace it with, say, one of these instead. But level 2, so we've got regen, and obviously we've got the leg biomod for moving silently. We're saving these 3 for the black market augmentation slots. So, not much choice in the orgs you get.
Well done. Enjoy. Even though they run on normal energy cells, your systems are far more efficient than the standard piezochem architecture. Now get down to the street. The elevator on this level uses the lab's general access code, 3445.
Again, you don't need to remember the numbers, they just get added to your data vault and you can use them automatically.
Trust me, Tarsus has a strict policy against voyeuristic behavior by our researchers. Your living quarters were observed only to ensure that our graduates show no behavioral abnormalities after the biomod infusion procedure.
Arrival brainwave detects that brainwaves, theta, 6.3 cycles per second, fatigue, curiosity, stress indicators minimal, muscle fiber scan inaccurate, subject did not disrobe, scan suggests requiring Chicago subjects to shower before breathing. Some sleep cycles, subject awoken by a loud noise, which was obviously what happened when we woke up. Fire extinguisher. So, fire extinguisher puts out any fire and can be used to blind enemies. It's pretty cool. We don't need to, yeah, so...
The terrorists reprogrammed our security, and that turret up there means business. So we're trapped because the order's out there, taking down scientists.
There's gotta be some way to outsmart a camera.
If you can sneak past the camera, or take it out with EMP, you'll be fine. As soon as that camera catches sight of a target, the turret opens fire.
Sounds easy enough. Do you want to follow me through?
I'm not willing to take that risk, but you guys are trained for that sort of thing. I'm just supposed to be quietly observing students and taking notes from behind the glass. Hopefully backup will show up soon and rescue me, but you don't have that luxury. You cannot let yourself be captured.
Okay, have it your way.
Seekers closing in, and our own security system turned against us. We're trapped. With your background, you should have no problem sneaking by the camera or taking it out with an EMP.
Don't need to worry about EMP, and I'll show you why. Cameras in this game are fucking easy to dodge as fuck. They don't follow you anywhere near as good as the ones in the original Deus Ex. Look at that! Look how easy that was to just run past. I mean, it gets a little bit harder.
Infrared disturbance.
But, and it also talks to you. But, again, there's a thing on top of that box I want though.
Anomaly detected.
Yeah, we're just gonna wait for it to come back.
Reporting incursion.
Damn it. Damn it. Okay. Oh, it knows where I am? Fucker. Needed to turn back to green. Once it's turned back to green, it's a lot easier to fool, because it just ignores you from then on. There we go. Energy cells! Finally, we've got an energy cell. There we go. Easy mode. That was easy enough, wasn't it?
You must be the captain who goes down with the ship.
In a manner of speaking, we won't hand our research over to fanatics, not without a fight.
Something's happening. Another squad of terrorists.
Where?
Right below us. They're going through the apartments.
You sure you're gonna stay and fight?
If our enemies capture this facility, they'll learn how you were made. Stand by us, Alex. You're the one with combat training. Maybe you could handle the intruders before they reach my companion and me.
Is this entire facility for studying us, the trainees? Was I under the microscope in Chicago, too?
Biomodification is more involved than you might imagine, Alex. This facility was for your protection.
You know my name.
I better know a lot more than that if my code is going to be regulating protein synthesis in the cells of your body.
Right, let's fuck up the Order Seeker that's going to come up here. She killed the scientist down below. Yeah, they kill the scientist down below, and there's nothing you can do about that. They kill her before you get there. So,
Come on, let's show them.
the alarm's gone off because the cameras in this game see dead bodies.
Well done, Alex D. I just read in your file that of all the trainees, Dr. Nassif picks you as the most likely to support our objectives. She appears to have been right.
When do I find out what this program is all about?
When we have you safe inside another Tarsus facility, we can no longer protect ourselves in North America.
So the research is happening all over the world?
First, let's get you out of here. I can't offer you much, but I was just repairing this silencer for Leo. Maybe you could make use of it.
Thanks.
That should fit most firearms. Good luck. Be careful of our turrets and alarms. The terrorists have reprogrammed them.
Cool. Now, weapon mods stay in your inventory, but they're a separate thing. They're not something you can see, so you can just keep hold of them. What I really want is any ammo these guys would have had. Turned off the turret, thank you. I think it might just be temporary. Oh no, it's permanent. I think. Does it permanently knock them offline? Nice. That's cool if it permanently knocks turrets offline. That's actually really awesome. Yeah, that's awesome if it turns them off permanently. Cool. So.
You must be wondering if there is a connection between this attack and Chicago. I don't think so. Security must have caught whoever was poking around. Someone inside the Tarsus program broke ranks. By now, at least a half-dozen groups are on our tail. The epicenter of the Chicago event was on the street in front of our building. We were the target, I'm sure of that. Reminds me of the early days after the collapse, when some governments used nukes to put down plagues and nanite swells.
Early days after the collapse and going to use nukes? Wow, this is nuts.
Someone views us as the new plague. A plague, yes, but not in the way they imagine. We've survived other attacks. We'll survive this one.
Thanks. I think I'll hide out upstairs. It's red beams that trip alarms, and green ones that trigger gas bombs. The colored light is holographic in nature, just a way to intimidate intruders. The laser beams themselves are invisible. I was on my way out when they hacked the security.
So what we're going to do is we're going to blow open this box here to save us a multi-tool. Because...
I feel so helpless standing here, waiting to be gunned down by some fanatic.
Oh, it didn't count. Really? Really? Oh, piss. Okay, fine. Fine.
The Order Church is in big trouble.
Fine.
They've finally given in to the absolutists.
Where
did that come from?
Ow, that hurt me. Arse. But we're going to heal. There we go. Back up to full. And it automatically turns off. In here was a med kit, which I'm going to use more actually because of my low amount of bioelectrical energy cells left. Are still rare. They mimic PSK architecture for genetic compatibility. However, their infusion signatures are completely foreign, making it impossible to mix technologies. The long-term effects of using such unethical and strange tools are still unknown. Oh well. Aftermarket biomod canister. Woohoo! Cool. The fuck's that guy fucking off to? Weird. The beams went off. Cool. We're going to install a neural interface straight away. So useful. So, save our multi-tools as much as possible, I guess. Even though we get loads in this room. So you can use it to do that, but... So I'm going to hack it. And changing the options is a bit of a pain in the arse on this, because you can't just do it with the mouse that easy. So we're going to turn the security camera off. Lab turret, I can't change the turrets until I'm level 2. Can't control them until I'm level 2. Security beams off. So it's good to turn the security beams off. What we got in there? Ammo clip. We're almost full on ammo, which is fantastic. Let's see what's in here then. So we can open that and then get round to here. So medbot, which is really useful, and that is the upstairs part, I believe. Oh, is there a spider bar here? Yeah, there is. Spider bots. It's in there. Biological cells, some credits. Yeah, that's worth a multi-tool. It's nice to have some credits. Let's blow this spider bot. I don't think we get anything for blowing spider bots up, but. This allows us to come into here.
Reporting intrusion.
I will keep this zone secure.
Disturbance out of range.
So we're going to use the spider bot. What else is there? Nothing else useful. We'll drop there. Got a fire extinguisher there.
Don't take more than that. By your holiness. Gotta find another angle. This one isn't working. Foul play. Don't take more.
Turret obviously doesn't like us, so it's just going to keep firing. But we use that explosive barrel to knock them out. The turret's in a really annoying position though. Pissing turret.
Biological restoration in progress.
Medbot's prone to heal you. Come on.
Healing functions complete.
Thank you. I'm just going to have to blow this turret up, I think. It's going haywire. It's going mental.
Anomaly detect threat identified.
I wonder how much health it takes, damage it takes. It's quite a lot, isn't it?
System damage manageable. Continuing. Damage sustained. System disruptions. And turn damage severe. System auxiliary repairs. System disruptions. System failing. Mechanical operability high. System stable.
Okay, now we're going to have to see, the turret would be able to see me and hit me from over there, look. I guess I'd stand here to hack it, wouldn't I really, where the turret couldn't see me? So I used all that ammo to blow it up for nothing. Well, it would probably still fire at me because of the camera from earlier, so... Release lab spider bot. But it's a friendly. So, ammo, woo. Early on in this part of the game, you get tons of ammo, so don't worry too much about ammo straight away at the start. Later on, ammo becomes so scarce. But, friendly spider bot. But yeah, ammo becomes so scarce later on in the game. Like, super scarce later on in the game. So it's something that you just want to be careful of. Try and kind of save it as much as you can. I used a lot on that turret and I really shouldn't have. The game's quite liberal with ammo early on. Aha.
Go. You're free.
Who are you?
I'm Lin Mei Chen, High Augur to Her Holiness. We can't protect you in Upper Seattle. You will have to come to our church, then we can talk more.
Protect me from who?
Dr. Nassif. She will try to recapture you.
No one forced me into the covert ops program.
That's because you never tried to leave. Believe me, you would have been killed the second you let down those scientists. The ones posted around your bedroom back there.
The only killers I've seen so far are your order troopers.
I apologize. My overzealous captain disobeyed orders. He was instructed to mount a rescue.
You can't control your own people?
The church suffers from certain internal disputes. I can explain more later. Hurry, Alex. You'll find us in the old Hartford turbine factory in Lower Seattle.
Dun dun dun. Travel to Upper Seattle City Center. So we'll get our messages at the start of here, and then I'll end the video there. So yeah, it's kind of, the tutorial's kind of over. There's a couple more little things floating around, but that's about it so far. Upper Seattle's pretty cool, and there's quite a lot to do in Upper and Lower Seattle before we move on to the next area of the game. The game is a little bit, well, it's fairly shorter than the original Deus Ex. The hub areas aren't as big, and there's not as much to do, but it's still fairly fun. Lack of ammo is really annoying though. Throughout the game, various groups will give you objectives and goals. These goals may be at odds with each other. You are free to choose your own course of action. There is no wrong path through the world. Your goals are stored within your data vault. So yeah, because there's multiple different. So for example, that one will say order brackets.
Ma'am, that's close enough. Do not approach the checkpoint.
What's going on? Why am I the one being questioned? I just escaped from a raid on Tarsus.
Let the WTO handle this disturbance. Just answer my questions. Who do you work for? All non-Enclave workers must leave the area until security can be restored.
That's one of them.
Are you sure?
Positive.
Okay, you can pass, but you're instructed to report immediately to Chief Morgan at the WTO air terminal.
Is something wrong?
Just move along so we can seal off the area.
You'll be safe in the WTO Enclave. Whatever you do, don't go down the inclinator into Lower Seattle. The Order terrorists are strong there.
Why me? Are you sure you've got the right person?
I just spot faces. They didn't tell me what you did.
I'm sure Chief Morgan knows what she's doing.
What do you mean? I didn't do anything.
Tell it to the Chief.
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 The train station's around the bend. Just follow the upper sidewalk.
I said, tell it to the Chief.
Now they're neutral. They're not green, they're not red, they are neutral. These guys, the WTO guys. He's got an assault rifle, he's got a pistol, some grenades. You can see what they're using. It's pretty cool.
You've gotten past the checkpoint. Good. Now forget everything those troopers just said. I trust the WTO about as much as I now trust Tarsus. If you need further proof of the program's duplicity, you should stop by Nassif's apartment. I got the address when I broke into her office. Apartment 2224, Emerald Suites. I'm transmitting a map of the complex to you now.
So yeah, so we'll go to here and we'll start it from here next time. Thank you very much for watching.
Get out of Upper Seattle while you can. The WTO could decide to arrest you at any moment. You can reach the lower districts via the inclinator at the northwest corner of the Enclave.
People keep talking to me, fuck off. But yes, so thanks for watching. I hope that you enjoy this as much as you may or may not have enjoyed the first Deus Ex game playthrough, and eventually once this one's done, and this won't take as many, I don't think it will take as many episodes to be honest. Once this one's done, I will of course move on to Human Revolution. I'll probably do a playthrough of the Fall as well, even though I know how bad it is, all in preparation for the new Deus Ex game that was announced a few weeks ago, which is set to look cool, and I hope my computer can run it so I can video myself playing that for you guys. Anyway, so thank you very much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Oh, and please like, subscribe and all that business, you know the drill. Thanks, catch you later guys.